I wanna be here for you, just you, nobody else but you.
Knock on 6.
And 3. 23 points for you. Call after these to let me win.
I'll never let you win.
Then how come I used to beat you all the time?
Maybe Wellesley's making you stupid.
Oh, Adolf.
Do you think that's possible, Adolf?
He's teasing me, Mama.
Because higher education can lead to insanity.
What?
Yes, you remember Adolf, one of the Feigenbaum girls.
The Feigenbaum sisters, who could forget?
They lived on Georgia Avenue, just across from the trolley barn. There were 7 of them, one more hideous than the next.
And your mother's being generous.
She was insane because she was ugly?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, she was the least hideous one.
Now there's a compliment for you.
Viola was her name, Viola Feigenbaum. And she was the smartest too. At least she was the only one that went on to college. She attended Peabody Normal.
Peabody Normal?
In Nashville.
She was studying to be a teacher, but then she went crazy in the train.
Crazy in the train? What does that mean?
Well, her papa put her on the NC and St. L to Nashville so she could start her 2nd year at Peabody Normal. And she was as sane as you or I right this minute. Then 1 hour after they left Terminal Station, she took off every stitch of her clothes and ran up and down the aisle of the day coach naked.
Maybe she was hot.
I don't like your tone, Sonny. They had to make an unscheduled stop in Rome to remove the poor thing from the train, rolled up in a tablecloth.
That's awful. What became of her?
She married and moved to Louisville. Shh. Her husband and his whole family never knew a thing in the world about it.
You mean they didn't hear through the Southern Jewish grapevine? How was that possible?
Well, they were the other kind.
Other kind? Other kind of what?
You know perfectly well what I mean.
No, I don't. Explain it to me.
Stop teasing your mother.
I'm not teasing her. I really want to know.
East of the Elbe.
What?
That's how Grandma used to explain it.
What's the Elbe?
Well, I believe it's a river somewhere.
Separates Germany from Czechoslovakia.
Yes, and west of it is us, and east of it is the other kind.
But why are they the other kind?
Well, they just are.
But how can you tell?
The way they look.
That's preposterous. So you're telling me you could pull 100 Jews off the street at random and tell who's what kind just by looking at them?
Sure. The German Jews would be the ugly ones. I mean the men, and the Feigenbaum sisters, of course.
It's a lot of mumbo jumbo, and you both know it. Now don't tell me they talk louder, because nobody talks louder than Aunt Boo.
That's for sure.
And don't tell me they act funny either, because...
Now, don't you say one word about your cousin Laura. She does the best she can.
I'll rest my case. Jen.
24. I let you win.
You just now said you never let me win.
So I did.
I really beat you then, huh?
Maybe. But I don't want you to feel good about it.
I missed you, Uncle Adolf.
Yeah, how's school?
Fine if you don't count botany.
You took botany last year.
That was zoology.
What's the matter with botany?
Field trips. They're freezing.
Well, I'm knitting as fast as I can.
I see that. Thank you, Mama. I was up so late studying for the last quiz I got all mixed up.
You did?
It said that leather came from trees and rubber came from animals.
I think I'll go on upstairs. Not sugar. I'm just so glad you're home. Not Adolf.
Nice.
Isn't it silly? Asking about rubber animals on a botany quiz.
What?
I went into your daddy's office one day to ask a question about an ad we were going to run. Must have been about, 20 years ago. Anyway, I noticed he slid something under a pile of folders real quick, like he did something he didn't want me to see. So we talked about that ad for a while, but I just kept looking at that pile of folders wondering what the hell he was up to. Did I ever tell you this? Anyway, a couple hours later, he went to the bank, so I got up and I hightailed it right over into his office. And I closed the door and I went to his desk and I moved that pile of folders. And guess what I saw?
What?
A catalog from Smith, a catalog from Vassar, and a catalog from Wellesley. He was researching colleges for you when you were only 6 months old. Wouldn't he be tickled tonight?
Hey,
Well, how's the movie?
exactly, it was the way it was the last time.
Mama, how can you say that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Scarlett and Rhett do something different this time? I must have missed it.
That's not the point. Nobody can take in a masterpiece in one sitting. I came away with so much more tonight. I could watch it 1,000 times.
Well, I believe we're gonna make some money out of you yet.
What are you talking about?
The girl's a natural born usherette.
He's just teasing, sugar. Any calls?
Calls?
Well, for Lala.
Mama, will you relax? You know Peach is coming to Atlanta.
I have to know more than that. I have to know for sure that he's taking you to that dance. And his aunt just doesn't answer her phone. Why have you still got your coat on? Are you cold?
No,
Are you catching something?
I already caught it.
Oh, I knew you weren't looking right. Where does it hurt?
stop it, Mom. I'm not sick. I feel divine.
What has gotten into you?
Remember when you went to the restroom and I waited in the lobby?
Yes.
Look.
Oh my Lord, oh God, where did you get that?
I was waiting for you to come out of the restroom, and I was looking over at pictures they had in the corner, scenes from the movie, and it looked like they were in frames, but they weren't. They were just little shots that looked like frames, so I slipped one out.
I didn't see it.
I know. I slipped it in my sweater, and then when you were watching Scarlett shoot the Yankee deserter on the stairs with Tara, I hid it in my coat.
Usherette hell, we'll send this girl out of the crowds to pick pockets.
This is not funny. This is a crime.
Aunt Boo, the Lowe's Grand won't care about one silly photograph.
How dare you? It's not silly. It's stolen into a extravagant dress. It's magnificent.
Somebody's driving up the driveway.
Oh my God, it's the police.
I don't care. It was worthless.
I feel pretty sure the Atlanta Police Department has better things to do than track down our little picture napper here.
And who could be driving up here in the middle of the night?
I saw the lights on.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
Hi, ma'am. I came right from the station. I brought the sales figures from Washington.
Thanks. Could have waited till the morning at the office, you know.
Certainly could have.
Well, I thought maybe you'd want to give them a look-see tonight. Like I said, I saw the lights on.
Trip fine?
Yes, sir. I think I took care of everything. Hi.
Hi.
How's our pal up in Sinclair?
He's fine.
Look for who?
Nobody you know, Lala.
She got home in one piece.
Yes?
How come y'all know each other?
Uncle Adolph got Mr. Farkas to make sure it didn't fall off the train.
What?
Looks like you did a good job, because I don't see any bruises.
How was the rest of your train trip?
Fine, thank you. How's yours?
Not bad.
Seen Uncle Win yet, Joe?
No, not yet.
It's a dream. Isn't it a dream, Mama?
Dreams don't last for 4 hours.
Done an awful lot of traveling in the past few days. Must be worn out, Mr. Farkas.
No, I'm used to it. And it's Joe.
Joe.
I like the way you say that.
It's awfully late to be having company in the house.
Why don't you go up to bed then?
I didn't say I was sleepy. I said it was late to have company in the house.
I'll be going.
Good night.
Don't be silly. This boy's been traveling all day, and we're not going to send him off on an empty stomach. We got some of that angel cake we had at dinner.
Not after you attacked it.
Of course we do. Go out in the kitchen and cut him a piece and make some coffee while you're at it.
Sounds good. I mean, if it's no trouble.
Of course it's no trouble.
Oh, really?
I'll take care of it, Auntie.
You don't know how to fix coffee.
Of course I do. Make it in the dorm all the time.
I can imagine what that must taste like. I'll do it, Uncle Adolf.
Thank you, thank you.
Drinking coffee this late gives people gas.
Have a seat, Joe.